So, enough talking about 2017. Let's take a brief look into what's coming up in 2018. And let me tell you one thing, 2018 will be game changing. There are so many cool things I'm looking forward, so many things that has already started in 2017 that will become bigger and bigger in 2018. So I'm really looking forward to the year 2018 in online and social media marketing. One of the things that really will grow is influencer marketing. Nowadays, influencer marketing in the US is pretty big. In Europe, it's pretty small, and I think there's so many potential in it. For sure, influencer marketing is only a new word for things that have been done like hundreds of years. So basically, if you take a look at the first soccer players, Puma and Adidas already paid them to wear their shoes, and now influencer marketing is simply a combination of this kind of business model with their field of being an influencer, of having a social media audience. But I still think there's so many things coming to get better. But I also have to say there are a lot of things really working well now that need to improve. So for example, take a look at this. This is kind of an influencer posting for toothpaste. Okay, I got the idea of you can eat whatever you want, you will have clean teeth with your toothbrush and toothpaste from Colgate. But I still don't like this because this really stinks like an advertising. This is not what I would like to have as influencer marketing because I don't like this kind of set up things that are not mentioning or that are not displaying how things are really happening in the normal world. This is even worse. For sure, okay, you can do some promotion for the socks, absolutely no problem, but this is not how it should be done. Things like this occur because there are many pages where they say like, we send you this pair of socks, you post a picture and you get paid for it. Okay, pretty sure, but they should really think about making or giving it a clearer way of what's okay and what's not okay, because I simply think that this is kind of a wasted posting. Yeah, another thing that is growing in 2000 or that has started in 2016 has been growing in 2017 and will be keep growing in 2018 are the chatbots. Simply ways to interact with an app to really get a lot of knowledge out of it. So probably you don't need to browse the web, you really can get a lot of information from these apps. So chatbots, they will integrate many more features. It will be so easy to buy things throughout Facebook Messenger. So I'm really looking forward to this. Basically, also cities coming up with chatbots. So for example, the city that I live in, Vienna, or as we call it in Austria, Wien, has their own chatbot where they can provide you with information. So for example, where are the hotspots to go, where is parking allowed, from what time to when time, am I allowed to park without getting a ticket, and so on. So these are really things that can help you. So for example, imagine you're coming to Vienna and you really don't want to download an app. All you need to do is open the chatbot, go to the Vienna bot, and you can really interact with it, and this app can help you. So this is really great features that can help you, and I think there's a lot of space for chatbots. Nowadays, most of them are not really engaging into artificial intelligence, but the more and more they will do, the better they will become, and also the user experience will grow from month to month. This brings us to the next point, artificial intelligence. There's normal AI, there's deep AI, probably everything that has some kind of logic or algorithm behind it can and will be changed via machines. So there will be so many things that are growing and getting better. So for example, on social media, simple things like what fonts to use in your text, what time to post your postings at. There are a lot of things that will change with artificial intelligence, and I'm really looking forward to it. One disclaimer, a lot of people see artificial intelligence as a problem for mankind, also for getting rid of jobs. I don't see it that way. I think that it will change a lot of things and that we will need to adapt to it. If it will be good, if it will be bad, no one knows. But let's look back, let's say 100 years. People don't really had the chances to watch television or engage with the internet. Have they been happier than we are today? We don't know, but things are changing, and I think artificial intelligence are or is one technology that is really changing our future a lot. Two other things that are connected closely together are augmented reality and virtual reality. Short for these two people out there that don't know the difference, augmented reality is adding augmented or new options to the reality. For example, if you face your laptop, you will probably be able to have a small dragon walking around your keyboard. And virtual reality, putting you in a completely new world. So basically in virtual reality, it's possible to create your own city, to walk on the moon and everything. And in augmented reality, it will be possible to see the Eiffel Tower right in your backyard. So basically, this is the difference between these two industries. I think both of them will grow rapidly. I think one thing that needs to get better is how big these virtual reality glasses are, because as long as they are that unhandy, they're not going to really involve a lot and they're not going to change the world completely. But I think virtual and augmented reality will be game changers in so many industries. So for example, let's say you're looking for a new flat and you have the chance to contact a person and let this person show you 10 different homes throughout the whole city. You probably spend a week visiting all of them, or you simply go to an office, set up in virtual reality classes, take a look at all these 10 places in virtual reality, and you kick out 8 of them and you only visit the 2 you like most. So basically there are a lot of ways. I could talk about this for hours, because there's so many fields and industries that will be completely get changed with virtual reality. So for example, think of health industry, think about gaming, think about traveling. There's so many things that can be changed throughout augmented and virtual reality. And for sure, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, all these platforms are really trying to be huge on this platform. So now they're also experimenting with augmented reality to simply allow you to take pictures where you put in objects. So for example, this Lego Superman, put him on a table or whatever. So there are a lot of things that really going to happen in the future with these two technologies. Another thing, for example, smart assistants like Alexa. I just bought Alexa a couple of weeks ago and I really like what she can do. I really like this thing of simply telling her what kind of music I want to hear, what news I want to have, what she should put on my to buy or to do list. And I think these are things that will change so much in the future, because in 10 years from now, probably we will control every aspect of our house, starting from the flush of the toilet to the light to heating to locking the doors to cooking. Everything we will use it via home automation. So I really think this is an interesting technology, because this has also huge potential to grow, also with the growing of Internet of Things, everything being connected to the internet, so that these devices can really engage in a lot of things. Still, they're not working perfect, but they are evolving from day to day, so they're learning by the mistakes they're making. So these devices combined with artificial intelligence can be huge. They really can be game changer for the future. Also, another thing you should take a look on is marketing automation, because more and more things get automated. A couple of years ago, we've been happy when we've been able to send out automated newsletters. In the future, who knows what we will be able. Probably we will be able to connect with IoT and smart devices to automate even more processes. So the idea of automation is to save time and to always deliver the most liked content to the other person. So this is also an industry that will be grow year by year by year. Another thing not directed or directly added to social media marketing, but to online marketing, are the new top level domains, because .com domains are running out, and whenever you want to start a new brand, or at least what I think you need to have is you need to have a consistent brand on all the most important social media channels as well as the domain. So basically, when you want to have a wine shop in, let's say, Chicago, you probably should have wineshopchicago.com. Probably this domain is already sold out, so now you should start thinking creatively. So probably there is the .chicago domain or whatever, or you get buy wine .chicago and then get this somewhere else. Also, for example, if you have a shop for used tennis rackets, you can get usedtennisracketshop.com, or you want to make it shorter and simply buy usedtennisrackets.shop. So there are a lot of things with these new domains. So some of them I really like, for example, are Point Academy, Point Training, Point Shop, Point Ventures, Point Baby. So there are a lot of things that I really like and that really allow you to rebrand yourself or establish a new brand in a new cool way, because .com domains got simply too expensive. I don't know for how much pizza.com sold, but it's been like in the field of millions, when not even 100 million. So basically this is also a trend that you should look at, because these things are rising rapidly, and I don't think there will ever be less websites on the web. They're going to be more and more. So therefore there's also good use of these new top level domains. And the last thing that I want to mention with you is something that I'm really passionate about and that I focused on 2017 a little bit, that I will rapidly grow in 2018, and this is the personal brand building. Because, let me tell you something, nowadays if you want to work with a company, so you have a product and you want to work with another retailer and you want to work with this company, you probably go to Facebook and look up this page. If they have a page with a couple of thousand followers and active content, you really trust them that they are active. If you don't find them on Facebook, or if you find them on Facebook and they're not active at all, you probably have already a bad feeling, because nowadays almost every brand is on Facebook already. And let me tell you something, by 2020 every person will also have his own personal brand. And in 2018 the dice are falling. If you can manage to establish yourself as an online brand before 2020, you have high chances of getting big parts of the cake, because I'm pretty sure in at least 2025 no one will work with someone who's not having an online brand, because it will look like they're hiding something, they're not active, they're not getting known. So you should really get out and try to brand yourself. I think personal brand building is one of the main things that is growing in the future. And I've also added this to this video because I know a lot of you guys are working with social media agencies, trying to get one customer, one company after another. But let me tell you something, don't think about branding brands or companies. Think about branding people. Take a look at the sports industry. These famous people from the sports industry already branding themselves a lot. You should focus on branding famous people, but only do this to get a start into it. Also think about branding the everyday normal person, because I think this is a huge field that hasn't been explored as much as it will be in the future. So my bet is that if we talk 5 years from now, that personal brand building has grown rapidly. This brings me to the end of my video. Whenever you have any kind of question, simply reach out to me, info@philipprofi.com. Thank you for watching it. I would be really happy if you leave me a review or contact me with any kind of question that you have. I wish you all the best with your online and social media marketing in 2018, and I hope to hear from you. Thank you very much.